Hello everyone, welcome back. In today's session, we are going to start with the third unit of wireless networks, that is personal area network. So let's start. We know that a computer system is system for communication between two or more computer and associated device. One of the example of computer network is the internet, which allows millions of users to share information. Okay, so the computer systems are classified into different networks depending upon the size. So we have studied this earlier in first and second unit. So they are classified as personal area network, local area network, metropolitan area network and wide area network. Now, so in this unit we are going to study about personal area network. A PAN is a network that is used for communication among computer and computer devices in close proximity of around a few meters within a room. Okay, so personal area network is basically used for communicating with computer and other devices in a particular small distance, small area. So the area can be up to few meters, such as example is like within a room. Okay, so that's why for this purpose personal area networks are used. Now what is PAN? Personal area network can be thought as an interconnection of devices within the range of individual person, and nowadays typically uses wireless technology. Okay, so personal area network is can be considered as the interconnection of devices for a interconnection of a devices which can be used by an individual person, as it is used in only a small range. It can be used for communicating between the devices themselves or for connecting to a larger network such as internet. Devices are normally within the range of 1 to 10 meter. So personal area network can be based can communicate between themselves and even can be connected to the internet as well. And the area of personal area network is basically from 1 to 10 meters. Now there are two types of personal area networks. So first one is wired personal area network and the second one is wireless personal area network. Okay, so this is the example of personal area network. Say suppose a particular room consists of a PC, laptop, telephone, printer. So this can be considered when they are interconnected with each other. So this can be considered as a personal area network. Now coming to the next point, wired personal area network. Okay, so wired personal area network. Okay, so here we can see n number of personal area networks. Say suppose this desktop and printer, this camera and scanner connected to one PC, this can form a particular personal area network. Now again here a laptop can be connected to other device. It can be also considered as a personal area network. So here this everything is then connected from the home gateway to the internet. So all these devices which can be present in a particular home. So we can have a desktop, a printer at home, or say suppose a small scale office can have all these devices, and then using the home gateway or any type of gateway, it is then connected to the internet. So here when the devices are connected using the wire with each other, then it is said to be a wired personal area network. So now the example of wireless personal area network. Okay, so here we can see using the Wi-Fi, that is the 802.11 standard, IEEE standard is Wi-Fi. So using it, the connections can be done. So now here even Bluetooth is used, here Wi-Fi is used. So depending upon this, so when we use the wireless devices or wireless way of communication between the connected devices, then it is said to be a wireless personal area network. So here it is combination of both. Even Ethernet is used to connect some devices, while even Bluetooth and wireless Wi-Fi is used to is used to make communication between few devices. So this is the combination of both wired and wireless personal area network, which is used to connect a home to make it smart. Connect the devices to make the home or any small scale office smart. So this is an example of a connected home, and this is the example of a connected small scale office. Okay, so here in order to communicate with the telephones, there is a connected, that is wired communication taking place, and while for PCs it is wireless communication taking place. Similarly, it can, even in enterprises, both type of personal area networks can be used so as to make the communication possible. And even in ISP, that is, even the internet service provider connected public space can provide such services, depending can give us the can form the personal area network using the wired and wireless devices. So now types of wireless personal area networks which are currently available. So the currently available wireless personal area networks are infrared, home radio frequency and Bluetooth. Now coming to the first one, infrared. So infrared technology is probably the best known and most mature wireless personal area network technology. Communication takes place between two devices that are in line of sight of each other. Okay, so infrared is the most commonly used wireless personal area network technology. And how does the communication takes place? So communication using the infrared takes place when the two devices are in the line of sight with each other. If you have seen the infrared sensor, then it has some sort of LEDs connected to it and it emits the light. So when say suppose two devices have to communicate with each other, then both of them should have the infrared transmitter and receiver. Okay, so when the both devices come in line of sight with each other, such that the if one of the sensor emits the light and the second sensor is able to detect that light, at that time the communication will take place. So that's why in infrared the devices are should be in line of sight with each other. Okay, so that is what is written here. This means that if an object obstructs the infrared path between the two devices, the network link fail. Thus infrared technology is unsuitable for wireless personal area network use unless both devices can be placed close together and kept relatively static. Okay, so suppose even if it is most common, it can be used commonly. But if suppose if there is some object coming in between the line of sight of two devices, then there would be a problem in communication and the communication fails. Okay, so the infrared technology is basically not suitable if there is any disturbance in the if there is any sort of disturbance or object occurring in between the line of sight, and if the devices are tend to move from one place to another, then there can be problem using the infrared technology for wireless private personal area network. So some of the drawbacks, infrared technology has drawbacks. It does also have several advantages. Okay, so relatively high data rate when compared to other wireless personal area network. Okay, so even if it works only within a line of sight, but it has a high data rate. Its data rate is 4 Mbps. Now being free from interference from radio technology. Okay, so it works only in line of sight and it works based on the infrared signal. So it doesn't have there is no issue of interference like it is in other radio technologies, and it is cheap to install in devices. A lack of complicated addressing issues between devices. Infrared technology can be found in a range of devices including PDAs, mobile phones, laptops, and remote controls. Now the next technology is home radio frequency. Home radio frequency technology can still be found in such devices as keyboards. Future development work on radio frequency products has now stopped, and thus it is unlikely that devices with this technology will feature strongly in future wireless personal area networks. Okay, so basically home radio frequency was initially used, but now the development of home radio frequency devices or the technology has stopped, so it is not used currently. Now the next one is Bluetooth. We have already studied about Bluetooth in our second unit, so we will just repeat about it. We know that Bluetooth is a short-range wireless technology endorsed by major technology companies and has now been accepted in IEEE 802.15.1 standard. So, okay, it is a short-range wireless technology as we all know, and it utilizes 2.45 GHz radio band and supports data rates of 780 kbps. Okay, and infrared, that is the infrared technology, gives higher data rate of 4 Mbps, while Bluetooth just gives us 780 kbps. So this is the module, one of the first module which was developed by Ericsson. So this is the Bluetooth module. Now this technology was originally designed for short-range wireless connectivity between two devices, replacing traditional wired solution, and unlike infrared, there doesn't have to be a clear line of sight between Bluetooth devices. Okay, so what is the advantage of Bluetooth device? It doesn't need to be in line of sight only. It can be used for short-range devices which are not placed in a particular line of sight. Options include using Bluetooth in the same way as wireless LANs are used over a distance of up to 100 meters. All Bluetooth devices have a minimum set of functionality that will allow them to locate another Bluetooth device. Okay, so Bluetooth devices can scan and are able to find the Bluetooth devices, scan and find the Bluetooth devices which are nearby them. So wireless private area network devices are there. Okay, so there are many devices currently on the market that have a wireless personal area network technology built into them. PDAs, mobile phones, and laptops can all be bought that have an inbuilt wireless personal area network technology. So basically we know that our phones have a Bluetooth and even our remotes have an infrared technology. So these devices like Bluetooth, like mobile phones, PDAs, and our remote controls have already have inbuilt wireless personal area network devices. So what are the implementation issues of personal area network? It is important to be clear and realistic about the tasks and types of use for which wireless personal area networks are appropriate and those for which they are not. Okay, so depending upon the implementation should be done depending upon for what purpose we are using this personal area, using the devices of personal area network. So next coming to the establishment of personal area network. In case of infrared, sending data from one device to the next usually requires the user to set the device to allow the incoming infrared beam request. Okay, so for infrared, human intervention is necessary because it need to be set in the line of sight. Once another device comes in the range of a network and attempts to send data, the network is established. So for infrared, the human intervention is necessary so as to keep the both of the devices in line of sight, so they can establish the connection and the data communication can take place. In case of Bluetooth,